Hello, and welcome back to Oz Month. Do you know what's better than watching a movie that's based on a wonderful children's story? Watching a movie that's based on a wonderful children's story and sucking out all semblance of joy and whimsy. This is Lost in Oz. This is one of those failed TV pilots that try to be dark and edgy, while completely forgetting that its original target audience was children. And its first line of dialogue doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Can't do this.
This is Alex, who is apparently getting married to a guy she doesn't know is right for her.
But if I've made the right decisions and traveled the right path, why do I feel so incomplete?
Yeah, because simply saying, I love you, but it's too soon, isn't an option, right? But it turns out that it was all just a dream, as her boss calls her to tell her to get her ass back to work.
Jack. Come here, Jack. You want to go on a ride? Go for an adventure? Okay, you big traitor. But you don't know what you're missing.
Why, who knows who I'll have dubious feelings about and get engaged to next? She drives to work and hears a tornado warning on the radio. I don't know why there's a tornado warning, since there's barely a cloud in the sky. Holy crap! I didn't edit that, people! Here's the one shot before that, and then there's immediately this shot of the tornado. Is Cobra attacking with her weather dominator or something? She runs away from the tornado, and no matter where she goes, the tornado is directly behind her. Or maybe it's a giant Tasmanian devil or something, I don't know. She goes to a conveniently located barn, because this looks like a better place to hide than your car, and of course she gets sucked up to Oz. So we're doing this, huh? We're taking this song as if it didn't already come from the original story to begin with, and now we're re-recording it by a singer who thinks that putting as many scales into one syllable as possible is the same thing as giving a song heart.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Oh dear.
It really tears me up to see someone take something and remove it of all of its original emotion. Want to bang on my chest?
No.
Spoil sport. Anyway, the tinsmith forgot to give me a heart, and it really bothers me when people who do have them use them so little.
You get upset by people's lack of heart?
I do.
Yes, of course you do. Look, I'm in the middle of reviewing Lost in Oz right now. Why don't you try to take your frustrations out on that?
Oh, I'd love to. I'll tear this movie a new one just like that.
So yeah, Alex goes to the oh-so-colorful land of Oz, but then she gets accosted by a couple of ring wraiths before she has a chance for any sense of awe or whimsy to sink in. Nope, no time for that. We gotta rip off Lord of the Rings.
Who are you?
He's the guy who saved your life. How about a little thank you, you ungrateful cows!
She notices that this guy is flying in the colors of Old Glory, and figures a formal introduction is called for, because you never get a second chance at a first impression.
I'm Alex. Wilder.
I'm the strong female protagonist, which means that I can't possibly have a name like Stevenson or Jones. I have to be named Wilder.
This isn't pandering at all, is it?
So this Air Force captain, Caleb, tells her that she's in Oz, and gives his backstory.
Yeah, I was flying a mission out of Dover in heavy fog. Enemy fire took me down. When I woke up, I was hanging by my chute about 150 miles from here. That was a year ago.
You've been here for a year. In Oz. Like the movie?
That's what it was. I knew I heard that word before. It was a movie, right?
You've never seen it?
And I was already overseas when it came out.
Wait a minute, Dover? As in England?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, so who shot you down? The English?
Of course not. The Germans. The Nazis.
What year do you think this is?
1942. Or 43 now, I guess.
Wait a minute. This guy's never heard of Oz? He's never read one of the most famous books of all time? He only knows the movie?
Yeah, the movie, which, by the way, came out in 1939, and America didn't enter World War II until 1941. This guy never saw one of the most famous movies of all time in all those 2 years? But before you start to think about how little this makes sense, the horses bolt, for some reason, and they walk into the middle of a lake? How did the horses know they could do that? Why would they want to do that? What's chasing them? Why is there a gun village in the water? What is the point of them escaping from the ring wraiths if they were just going to get captured 2 minutes later anyway?
Don't worry. I got a plan.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, you mean like attacking the guy who tried to save you from the monsters?
What's this?
Scarecrow? My call sign, why?
They get greeted by this chick, and I gotta say, it was awfully thoughtful of them to have the Matrix music on standby for them.
Come.
Who is this lady anyways?
Apparently this is the Good Witch of the South.
A black woman playing the Witch of the South? No comment.
My name is Balaradina, more commonly known as the Good Witch of the South.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know many things. Perhaps even your future.
Then you can tell us why we're here.
Yes, I know why you're here. For the moment, Mr. Jansen's presence remains a mystery to us.
Then why the hell did you bring him here in the first place? He's been here for over 60 years and you still haven't figured out what to do with him. Send him home! His family might still be around to miss him.
She takes Alex into a room with a giant tiger in it for absolutely no reason, then starts talking about why she's here. Apparently, after Dorothy and the wizard left Oz, that left Oz open to attack from the new Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, because we all know the wizard spent his free time keeping the witches at bay, right?
At least hear us out.
And why are they playing softcore porn music?
Hey, don't complain. If Alex and the witch start to make out, the movie might just get interesting. But no, she tells Alex that an outsider needs to save their champion Ozma from the Wicked Witch's clutches.
They need a symbol, an outsider to believe in, a new Dorothy Gale.
So wait, the only criteria to save this Ozma is that the girl be an outsider.
So it seems.
Alright, ignoring the fact that we've seen armies of munchkins and numerous Emerald citizens in the original movie, and going along with the ridiculous notion that you have to be an outsider to defeat the Wicked Witch, why are they picking some random girl instead of, I don't know, the guy who has military training?
Alex is reluctant to do it, and instead of showing the witch acknowledging how Caleb heroically answers the call to action, we immediately dissolve to them leaving for their journey.
We weren't sure what this was, but I had a feeling that it might prove useful.
Your world has guns, you dumb bimbo!
And again, this guy has been hiding from the ring wraiths and probably fighting them off for like a year now. He's been doing that, and he's probably been hunting for his own food. Does this guy still even have ammo for his gun?
We see a profound destiny in you, Alexandra Loudon.
And why shouldn't you? She's only known her for like 2 minutes.
So she gives Alex her tornado in a bottle to take them home once their mission is complete.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, put you one step ahead of me.
You want to use me as your chance to get home, I get that. But you want to jump on my coattails? Don't you ever speak for me again.
What, like you don't want to get home? If helping us is your only way of getting home, why shouldn't he step up to the plate if you're not going to?
And enough with the forced hate-hate relationship, okay? We all know you're going to end up just banging in the end anyways.
So they start on their journey, again, totally not ripping off Lord of the Rings here, and they bump into the Patchwork Girl. Yeah, they could have gone for something really out there and creative, but they just decided that some Hot Topic bottom feeder would be enough. She joins them on their quest because she hates the witch too, I guess, and they decide to follow her. Remember, they just met her, and they have no idea where she's leading them.
I love it when characters act intelligently.
So they get to the entrance of the labyrinth where Ozma's being held.
Horner's Gate, pathway to the labyrinth. The only way through for 100 leagues.
Help me pull this open, will you?
It doesn't work that way.
Well, that doesn't mean that we need some crazy wood nymph or whatever you are to help us. I mean, I am a captain in the U.S. Armed Forces. This one's from the future. We're a pretty smart group, doll.
Sure is a good thing you're not smart enough to ask how the door opens if it doesn't open the way you think it's going to open.
But because the bepeenist fool tries to open the door by, you know, opening it, that means he failed the test of the labyrinth and starts to turn to stone. So it's up to the girls to answer 3 riddles in order to save him.
At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen.
The stars!
Correct. The beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, the end of every place.
Puzzler for sure. But I would say the letter E.
Correct.
1 to go.
I see that! Could you please focus?
Okay, look. Caleb, I know you're in a tight spot right now. Really, I do. But these girls are answering these riddles in seconds. If you don't think that's fast enough, try contributing!
Why is everyone in this movie a bunch of dicks?
The richest of the Emerald City need it. The poorest of the Western Wastes have it. More powerful than the wizard, more wicked than the wicked witch, and if you eat it, you die.
More wicked than the witch. The answer is nothing.
Correct.
They solve the 3rd riddle, and Caleb is spared. And yes, I'm still calling him Caleb because he's not the Scarecrow. And they enter the labyrinth. Alex tells a little bit about herself. Caleb refuses to talk about himself, because he has to maintain his dreamy enigma status, you see. And the Patchwork Girl explains how the Wicked Witch possessed her best friend to become the new Wicked Witch. Why her of all people? Oh, look out! Wheelers!
Whatever weirdness comes out of there, Ozazite seems sensitive to the Smith & Wesson solution.
Terrific.
You know, if you have a better idea, I'd like to hear it. No? Then shut up!
One of the Wheelers attacks Alex, and... Oh my god, are they serious? If that was any more candy, that'd be Campbell's soup!
Oh, stop! Oh, stop!
The Patchwork Girl swipes at the Wheeler's wheel, and because we never see the Wheeler it's attached to, I guess that means they instantly vanish whenever they lose a wheel.
Not because the CG artists were incredibly lazy, right?
No, not at all. After a bit of pointlessness, the girls fall asleep while Caleb takes a peek at the tornado. But of course he doesn't immediately use it to go back home because he's starting to have feelings for the incredibly combative jerk who hasn't been anything but a pain in the side since they met.
Boy, do I love forced romantic subplots that don't make any sense.
Anyway, they journey onward and the ringwraiths can't join them in the witch's land.
Oh no, they were so helpful. How will Alex survive?
Oh, God. House of Dorothy Gale. She arrived in the land of the Munchkins, didn't she? How could you know that?
She saw the movie.
Yeah, speaking of, how is it that the movie even exists? Did L. Frank Baum visit Oz himself and that's how he was able to write about it?
So where are they?
It is not wise to talk about the Munchkins' fate. Not now. Not here, at any rate.
What did happen to the Munchkins? They were all systematically exterminated. Because that's what this beloved children's story needed. Holocaust imagery. Edgy.
There. Ozma's Labyrinth.
Wait, that's Ozma's Labyrinth? What the hell was that from before?
They find Ozma and the witch at the center of the labyrinth, and Patches and Caleb here are easily dealt with. And why doesn't she immediately deal with Alex, thus destroying all of her enemies?
Let me guess. Great destiny?
That or lazy writing.
But you? Should I be afraid of you?
Yeah, lazy writing. She doesn't know if she should be afraid of Alex, and she holds back, yet she doesn't know if she should be afraid of Caleb, and he gets the axe. But Patchwork Girl grabs Ozma and they make a break for it. The witch gets Ozma off screen, and Alex goes back to save her. But before you can say, this is enough, Caleb shows up to save the day.
You have courage, young man.
Now, look at this.
Thank you, movie. Thank you for turning our armed forces into a bunch of cowards who only feel big when they have guns.
Who needs courage when you have a gun?
I rule the oceans. I walk the skies. My eyes weep fire. My heart freezes liquid. I am the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, ding dong, everybody! Another witch is dead!
Ding dong, the witch has shot, another witch is dead! Flip-flop, doodly-pop, another witch is duly dead!
No, he doesn't shoot her, because if he does, that means that the witch will now possess Alex's body. Kinda weird, you'd think that she wouldn't want to show her hand so long as her current body is just fine, but Alex uses the tornado to take the witch away.
That doesn't sound like it actually solved the problem, does it?
No, not really. It sounds more like the problem was just moved somewhere else. Thank God the series was never picked up. But yeah, witch is gone, Oz is free, Alex is lauded as a hero for doing significantly less actual hero work than her peers, and she wears the same vapid expression she's been wearing all throughout this whole movie.
You sure you should be messing with that?
No, but I can't help it. Wicked Witch, her magic is a part of me now. Do you know what I mean?
No!
Are we okay after what I did?
What, you mean saving her from the ring wraiths?
No, he means taking charge of defeating the Wicked Witch.
Or was it sparing her life when he could have just shot her and killed the witch and her in the process?
You're the closest thing to a friend I've got.
Oh, you bitch!
And so the movie ends with them saying that they'll find a way back home somehow. And I couldn't care less.
Yes, thank you, movie, for taking classic characters and making me not care about them in the slightest.
This movie really pissed you off, didn't it?
It sure did. But what's the point? I can't do anything about it since I haven't got a heart.
Well, you see, where I come from, there are men who do nothing all day but complain about how much they truly hate everything and anything. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing that you haven't got, a YouTube account. So therefore, in consideration of your failed attempts to connect with these characters, I present you with everything that you need to tell the world exactly how pissed off you truly are. And remember, my sentimental friend, a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how others are irritated by how much you love.
It is?
I don't know, maybe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time as Oz Month continues. Edgy!